research on millennials, you see that they are really kind of backing away from what a lot of us think of as the American dream. You see a lot of the millennials saying that they don't anticipate being able to purchase a home. You find that they say that they are not sure that they are going to have a family. If you do, a lot of them, if you do ask them, if they do say that they are going to become parents, it's usually much later in life.
How do you think your work can help them address those issues?
Well, even though I didn't really receive a warm reception that first time that I broached the topic with my students, I don't let up. I keep talking to them about it. I bring it into experimental methods class. I'll have them go out and collect data from college students about work and family. The latest project that I've been working on, it involved me creating a checklist of educational experiences, and that checklist evolved out of conversations that I had with at the time current Mary Baldwin college students. And so I just sort of, just did a free-form interview where I asked them, what sort of experiences here do you think of when you think about your plans for work and family? And so out of those conversations came things like certain courses. So when students take, for example, a developmental psychology course, that they see that as being connected to their thinking about work and family in the future. Gender studies, any course that deals with gender roles in society, and we have loads of courses that do that. That came to mind to them. They also look to faculty members in their fields. What I was really curious about was how much they were noticing administrators, because we have a very, compared to a lot of universities and colleges, we are fortunate that we have a very women-dominant higher admin. But again, the coursework, the contact with faculty members, things like having conversations outside of coursework with faculty members seems to be popping up more and more. For us in psychology, and I would argue that it's true for everybody on campus, we need the liberal arts, the broad liberal arts, to help us train our students in an individual discipline. There is such an emphasis, I think, here on developing critical thinking. And I know in the psych department we stress that. Critical thinking, I think, once you have a feel for it, it doesn't stop in the classroom. You start thinking about bigger issues for yourself. You start thinking about how you fit into the world, what you want to contribute to the world, what's wrong with the world, what's right with the world. So I think that that the students here at Mary Baldwin, that is to me the one of the most important differences that I've seen, and one of the things that I'm so excited about when I talk about my students at Mary Baldwin.
How does critical thinking become vital to someone's success after college?
Yes, critical thinking allows you to, first of all, look for evidence, not based on your personal anecdotal experience. That's a real struggle that we all have as human beings. To hear something and say, but that's not my experience, so it can't possibly be true. And so to be able to sort of realize that, wait a minute, I can't just go on what feels good to me. I have to look a little deeper. I have to ask more questions. I can't see the world in black and white. I need to look for the shades of gray. To sort of have that approach to your life, your career, your personal life, social issues, I think it sets them up for success, and it makes society better. So, so will you talk a little bit about your College to Career initiative and the research that you do?
Well, I was part of the committee. I was here last summer meeting, and we did a lot of reading. We got together weekly. We did some traveling to other colleges and universities. The thing that impressed me is how proactive they are. So the centers, you don't wait for students. You go and get them. You create opportunities for them to see early on. This part of your curriculum is tied to the center of the things you're doing in your classes that we can help you with here. Again and again, I see from the groups going out to look at centers, they are central. They are geographically unavoidable. And that makes it possible for the staff there to reach people who are just going by, or to make it clear to all the faculty that the role of the center is much like the Spencer Center. In fact, that'll be how this kind of evolves. It's a closer coalition where we're trading some responsibility, trading some traffic, really. And by being centrally on campus, that profile alone is like any form of real estate. You see it, you see people using it, you become curious, and you're more likely to use it. So that, a lot of it is geography.
And so the Career Center is moving to the heart of the campus, right?
Very likely, the heart, I don't think that's been absolutely determined, but somewhere.
Okay. What as teachers we should be doing? I mean, should we be, how should we be emphasizing this, and how should we be working this into our, our relationships with our students?
Some disciplines already do a great job of that, and others, traditionally, they haven't had that role as part of their responsibilities, and it's going to become an issue of informing and helping faculty see this is not only good for the students' professional future, it's also good for how well are they doing in your classrooms now, how well are they doing in terms of relating to you, to understanding the importance of subject matter and how it relates to their profession. We have to be responsible to parents, politics, the economy, our students, and to the liberal arts, and that's definitely a challenge.
It is a tall order.